What's up YouTube? I'm back in the still standing garage, and today, or in this video, we're going to start working on the Monte again. We're going to start sanding it with 320 grit. So I said it in a previous video, but I'm going to say it on this one again. So the car right now is sitting at 220 grit, the whole car, except for the trunk lid. The trunk is at 320 grit. So I do have to hit the rest of the car with 320. I still haven't decided how I'm going to take care of all these cut-throughs. I am going to figure it out by the end of this video, and I'm going to let you guys know how I'm going to take care of it as I'm doing some research, and as people are commenting on the other video, and people are commenting or DMing me on Instagram. So I really appreciate all the help and all the comments. So let's keep this moving. So right now, what I did, I'm going to start off on this quarter panel. So I'm going to start off with the quarter panel first. I already went ahead and I blew it off with some compressed air. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it down, and then I'm going to put some guy coat. Some of this guy coat. I'm going to go ahead and use this guy coat, but before I actually focus. Alright, whatever. So what I'm going to do first though, I'm actually going to tape off, you know, the chrome strip right here, because obviously I don't want to sand on it, or I don't want to put some of this guy coat on it. So later on, when I finish up these guy coats, by the way, these are about 10 bucks, something around that range. So I've been watching videos and I've been getting comments on using just regular flat black, some of that cheap paint, 99-cent paint. I mean, that's a lot cheaper than this, I'm telling you that. So I'm gonna move on to that when I finish all these. I do have some of the dry guy coat as well, so I am gonna finish that up too. And then when I move on to other projects, then I'm gonna go ahead and start using that cheap paint. And then yeah, so I'm gonna tape that off, wipe it down, and then we're gonna start blocking it with 320, the quarter panel. I have my blocks right here ready to go. These blocks, I've been using them from the beginning of this project, and they've been working out really good for me. I mean, a lot of people have their opinions about, you know, using DuraBlock or whatever. I have been seeing some other ones for what are they called, big kid blocks. I've been seeing those. I do want to try those out, but those are a little pricey for me. I mean, I don't do this for a living, so, you know, I'm just trying to get these projects moving and going so I could drive the shit out of them. So I have my blocks over here ready to go. I just got to put on my 320 grit, and then we're going to start sanding right now. So let's keep it moving. Let's go. So I'm not going as heavy as I usually do. Like when I was shaping the panels, I always I really caked on the guy coat. But right now I'm just kind of missing it on there, because I'm not shaping like I said. I'm just gonna sand it with the 320 and make sure I remove any of the 220 scratches. Gotta hit this up right here. I'm gonna get a piece of cardboard so I could block here and you know, spray there, and I don't get anything on the windows, even though I could take it off the windows. But you know, if I could reduce that, let's go. Hey, don't forget to get that still standing, the still standing apparel, still active. Go hit up the store and go support the channel. Let's keep these projects still standing. Let's go. Let's wait for that to dry up a little bit. Start hitting it with that 320. Let's go. I do need to replace the pre-filters on my mask. These are already saturated, and you see that. But I'm gonna use it like that right now, because I did order a box of 10. They haven't got here yet. But what I like to do is I replace the pre-filters 10 times. You know, whatever comes in that box. And then after that, I throw away the whole mask. I do, you know, wipe it down as soon as I'm done with this, so that way it doesn't get all nasty. And then I throw it away, and then I go ahead and I go to Harbor Freight and I buy another one, which is like 17 or 18 bucks. I started doing this when the pandemic started, because you couldn't find any of these masks at all at Harbor Freight. You know, they were all gone, even the latex gloves. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna use it like this for now until those filters get here. So let's keep it moving. I'm gonna go ahead and load up my paper with 320 grit, and we're gonna start blocking the car. I think the guy coat's already pretty much dried up. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. goal here is just to remove the guide coat. So as soon as the guide coat is removed and I don't see any more spots of guide coat, then I start moving around and moving on to the next little area. So right now I still have to hit the top. Obviously I want to hit this little radius here with that round bar, and then when I keep it moving, gotta keep going on here. It's a lot easier than I thought, you know, obviously because I'm not shaping anymore. It's just a 320, just making sure I remove the last scratches or the grip before it. So it's looking pretty good. It's moving along pretty fast. It is a workout. Starting to sweat right here, which is good. Look at that. But I'm still standing. Let's keep it moving. Let's go. Alright YouTube, so the whole quarter panel is completely blocked down. All that guide coat is removed already with the 320 grit. I did hit the top right here, and I did go inside of these little areas here with the piece of sandpaper. I just cut up a little piece of 320 and I went all up in there because obviously I can't get in there with the block. One thing that I did notice, I don't know if the camera is going to capture it, but I have a pinhole right there. Let me see if it'll focus on it. Right in the middle of the screen, if you can see it. Let me see if I can point it out. Right there. So I got one right there, and then I got a few of them here. Let me see, come on, right there. So the way that I'm gonna take care of them, and it's crazy because I didn't notice them before, and I've been sanding this damn car for a long time. So I'm gonna use a glazing putty. I'm just gonna put it on my finger real quick, and I'm gonna put a couple of dabs, one dab on each little area, and then let that dry up, and then I'm gonna hit it again. So let's keep that moving. Let's go. Let me put just a little tiny bit. Whoa, what happened there? Well, good thing we're gonna sand this down, huh? Let's go down here. We just need a little bit. We don't need too much, like I did right here. But I am gonna hit it again. I'm gonna block it with 320 again. As soon as that dries up, I did put too much. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. So while that dries up, I'm gonna start working on the door and the fender over here. So we're gonna get that moving. But one thing that I want to mention too is I'm gonna switch from blocking to using a DA with the interface pad, this little soft pad here, right there. So I'm gonna use 320 on the interface pad here, and I'm gonna start blocking, or sanding I should say, because like I mentioned, I'm not shaping anymore. And then someone in the last video commented that the same thing, and he made a good point, is that, you know, I'm not blocking anymore. There's no need for using a block because I'm not shaping anymore. So I did look it up as well. I did research it, and a lot of people do use the DA to do that, but you got to keep it as flat as possible on the panel, and then keep it moving. So that way, obviously, you don't stay too long in one area and you know, misshape it, because, you know, even though it's 320 and it's a finer sandpaper, you could still make some waves in there. So we're gonna keep it moving like that. But one thing is though, like on the areas that I can't hit, like these radiuses here, I'm still gonna use a block. And then like up here, like the areas that I don't feel comfortable hitting it with the DA, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the block or with the piece of sandpaper. So let's keep this moving. Let's go. There it is, just a little bit. Man, I'm already huffing and puffing. This car's getting me. It's getting me. It's getting me in shape. Alright, let's keep it moving. So I finally got the filters in. Got the box right here, and this is a part number if you guys want to get some. I buy them from O'Reilly's online, and then I pick them up at my nearby O'Reilly's. I tried looking for these on Amazon. They do have them, but they sell them in bulk. They sell, I think, 10 boxes of 10 for 200 bucks. I mean, in the long run, it's savings, cost savings. I think this box here cost me about 25 bucks. So you do save some money there, but I don't see myself doing that in the long run. You know what I mean? So this is what they look like. 10 of them in there, or 10 pairs, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace them. So let's get them. Is it 10 pairs? Son of a... Actually, it's 10 pre-filters, so it's actually 5 times that I could replace them. So let's keep it moving from here. I'm gonna replace it, and we're gonna start sanding the door. Let's go. YouTube, so that was a lot faster than I thought. I mean, I'm still huffing and puffing, you know, it still worked, but yeah, so I already hit the door and the fender like you guys saw, hit all the white areas, and then the areas that I didn't feel comfortable hitting, I'm gonna leave them so I can hit them by hand, you know, like the radius here, like I said before, there, then on top of the fender there, and then all the bottom, because I have the pins on there, because I am planning on putting the chrome strips back on, or the chrome trim back on, so I do have to hit that by hand. That's gonna suck, but it's got to get done. So another thing to note too is I was playing the video as I was just to see how it looked like on video when I was sanding, and I do want to mention that it did look like I was like pressing on the DA really hard to get on the panel, but I wasn't. So all I was doing was putting it on the panel and just guiding it on the panel and moving it around. I kept it moving, just moving back and forth as you guys saw. Pretty sure, you know, I'm gonna put this on a time lapse, but I think I'm gonna leave a little clip where it's so you guys can see the motion, right? But yeah, so I was just guiding the DA on the panels and just moving it, kept it moving. Like I said, I don't want to create any waves on this car because I already put in a lot of work on all these panels, and then to get to the point where it's gonna be a wavy car, I don't think so, right? So I just wanted to mention that real quick. So the DA really helps. I'm gonna go ahead and continue hitting the rest of it by hand. And then also I want to mention that I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and spray the whole car with 3 coats of primer. I mean, it's my fault. I shouldn't have painted the jams already. I'm gonna have to protect the crap out of them so I don't get any overspray in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. I want to do it right. You know, I think I could get away with spot primering the areas that are showing like that, and where the body filler is like right there too, but I don't want to get away with anything. I want to do it right, or at least right to my abilities, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just wanted to let you guys know that I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that and pay the price. Price is time, so it's all good. We're gonna do it. Still have to hit the hard top, so I'm planning on hitting the hard top. Well, the rest of the car I still have to hit it. But I'm gonna end the video here so I can upload this video so you guys get something to see an update on the Monte here, and we're gonna keep it moving. Stay tuned for those updates on the Monte here. Let's keep it moving. Check out the store, go get you some merch. Let's go.